All right, I have a little helper in here who's going to help me with dinner tonight. What's your name, little helper?
Jackson.
No, that would be Chef Jackson. Say Chef Jackson.
Chef Jackson.
So what was the first thing we always have to remember before we stick our hands in the food?
Wash your hands.
Good job. Good hygiene is always important when it comes to your food, right? So your hands washed? Let me see. Yep, you just stick your hands on the wash. Good, good, good. So what we're making today, we're making spaghetti and meatballs. So what we've got right here, we've actually had some ground beef that's been thawed out for a few hours. We've actually torn up some pieces. Chef Jackson's helped me with tearing up some bread. Bread for more of a binder. It's a filler, makes the meat go farther. We've also got a couple of cherry tomatoes in there. I don't know if they're cherry or not, but there's just some oblong-shaped tomatoes. I've also got some olive oil in here, all of the seasoning that I would like to have in the spaghetti meatballs, pepper. I did some, what did I do, Jackson? Some sea salt and some seasoning salt, some cayenne pepper. Just a little bit. You have to really season it to taste. Also over here, we've got some of those same tomatoes in some olive oil, dusted with some little seasoned salt and very little Creole seasoning as well. They're gonna roast inside with the meatballs. We're gonna roll the meatballs up into little tiny balls. In fact, Chef Jackson, you go ahead and make your first meatball. Go ahead. You can grab a little piece in your hand. And you're gonna pat it together, just like that. You're gonna pat it together and mush it. Make it as tight as you possibly can. And make it like a tiny tennis ball or a golf ball, depending on the size of the meatballs you want. I got big kids, so make sure they get their nice meatballs going in here. And just like that, just good job, Jackson. And we're going to put it right here on the tray.
First meatball. Always try, people. Always try.
Always try. Good job. Now, you can see our meatballs, they're not a very uniform size. One was a little bit bigger than the other. In fact, I'm going to take Chef Jackson's meatball and I'm going to pat it just a little bit. We're going to make it a little smaller going forward. We want the meat to go a little farther. Other than that, that's all we're going to do. We're going to keep doing that same thing. We're going to bake them in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes until they get brown on the outside. And we're going to go from there. We've already got our noodles over on the stove over there. They're already done. They've already been boiling. Been stirring them along the way. We do our noodles. The noodles come with, I put seasoned salt in there. Also put the olive oil or we do olive oil or cooking oil to keep them from the noodles from sticking. Other than that, that's all you got to do. You put it together. You can have some spaghetti sauce. Good job, Chef Jackson. I'll put it over here. If you keep rolling in for me.
I'm doing my job.
You're doing your job, buddy. And we are going to put some of these tomatoes in with the meatballs, again, to make them go farther, give them a little taste. Also, if you're ever wondering if your kids like certain things, just try some. Get them to try at least a no thank you bite. That's a much better size, Jax. Chef Jax.
I'm going to try to get a tomato like in the middle of the meatball I'm trying to make right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to try that.
All right, let's try that. Do your best.
Oh, you got it?
You got it?
Yep.
All right, smush them in there good.
Oops. Come on, tomato.
Come on, tomato.
Get in there.
Right.
Yeah, go.
There you go. Good job.
Yeah.
All right. That's all we're going to do.
It doesn't have to be that thick.
It doesn't have to be that thick?
Thick. If it's really thick, it might not work.
Yeah, we want to make a lot of meatballs for you guys, right?
We gotta make our family yummy. Yeah. We gotta make our family healthy, I mean.
Good job. That's it, gentlemen. So, and everyone, so remember, dads, you have to just take your time. It's always fun to have your kids help out with your meals. Make sure their hands are washed. Give them tasks that they can easily do. Keep their interest. Also, keep them doing tasks that are safe. Interested and safe is the main key. Also, one important thing about putting the meatballs on the tin foil, I do that to keep them from sticking on the tray itself. I did spray that tin foil with Pam to keep your meatballs from sticking. Once again, you have to keep them in the oven. I'm keeping the oven at about 400. I'm using the convection. So the convection side of your oven, it keeps the warm air moving around, helps your food to cook a little bit more even. A little bit more even, a little bit more round, a little bit. It cooks a little faster too, so you have to really monitor it. And that's a piece of
like that.
Yes, like that. That's
like that. It doesn't have to be that.
Exactly, a little bit too
because
thick.
It's too thick.
Too thick.
See?
Yep, you're right. Too thick. So please say that with the end. All right, everybody. Sorry for the long video this time, but Team Carlisle.
Make it work.
Make it work.